Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys had a great day. Another crazy day in the markets. Before I get started, definitely please like and subscribe. I definitely appreciate the support. So let's get started with the markets. Another crazy day on Wall Street. Stocks were down. The S&P 500 was basically down 2%. Dow was down 2%. Nasdaq was down 2%. The Dow Jones was basically down 2%, the Russell about 1.5%. So basically, it's a broad-based sell-off. Everything must go. Everything got sold, except for GameStop and AMC. So the shenanigans with the brokerage firms are still going on. They're still blocking people from buying certain securities, only allowing selling, or they just halting or just delisting them. So it's nuts. Yeah, so I mean, if you're on Robinhood, it's probably time for you to go find another brokerage. I myself I'm moving to Fidelity. I reached out to them and they basically said, yeah, we are not going to do the same shenanigans as the other brokerage firms. So we'll see. Hopefully they don't go down that same route because then I'll be leaving them too. But yeah, so the madness when it comes to GameStop and AMC, BlackBerry, the short squeeze is still on. Um, you know, the Wall Street Bets Army, they're still out in full force and they're trying to squeeze out every last hedge fund in these positions. So next week is going to be an exciting trading week. The only thing that is kind of the downside to all of this short squeeze is a lot of these hedge funds are going to have to liquidate positions. So like today you saw like Apple down 4%, Microsoft down 3%, things like that. And you're like, what the hell happened? And some of these hedge funds are billions of dollars in the hole, and they probably got a margin call from the other banks and like, hey, we need money or you're going to have to liquidate these positions. And some of them sold some of their winners to make up for some of their shorts. And there's still a large outstanding short position in some of these names. So in a weird way, GameStop could turn around and might break everything else, which is insane. But we live in insane times. So, as far as the bonds today, if you look at the bond market, yields actually went up. So, no real fear in the market. I mean, 2% down, not a big deal. Normally, if it's a big deal, people would have been start selling a bunch of stocks and would have piled into bonds. But that wasn't the case. So, I mean, the 10-year yield earlier this week was as low as 1% and fell under 1%. Now it's at 1.09. I mean, these are massive, massive moves in the bond market. And yeah, so I'm not sure what to make of these massive moves in the bond market. But we're just going to keep an eye on it because the bond market is going to be the truth teller of them all, basically. And cryptocurrencies finally woke back up. We saw massive rallies in Bitcoin, but then sold off. And then we saw rallies in Ethereum. And then Dogecoin, of all coins, rallied like 800%. Even Robinhood had to halt trading. I mean, it's insane. So, but I'm loving it. I love the fact that the average everyday retail investor or just the average everyday Joe is like, hey, I got a couple bucks, let me go put it in Dogecoin, at least invest. If it works out, it works out. If not, hey, you control your risk and hey, I only put in a couple $100. So, but as far as next week, the stocks that I'm looking at, the big three, one is Apple. Apple had great earnings, a solid company, but the stock has sold off a lot. So if we go into the if we go into Monday, futures is down, Apple is down a lot. I'm buying that dip. I would buy that dip too. Apple is always a good core holding to have anyway, so there should be no debate on that one. The next one is Tesla. Tesla was down like 5%, at some point like 6% today. Um, that's another one. I would buy that dip. The new administration and just where current trends are headed. We're headed more towards EVs, and nobody's going to go. I mean, not to say nobody, I mean, people are still buying combustible engine cars or whatever, right? But the trend is EVs. And Tesla, you love them, hate them. Eli's crazy, he's not crazy, whatever. But that's one stock you don't bet against, and it has very loyal followers, and this thing picks up with amazing momentum. So Tesla's always a great momentum play. So, I mean, Tesla's in the S&P 500, so it's in people's 401ks, whether you like it or not. You're going to have to go ahead basically invest in Tesla. So that's one stock I'm looking to buy, definitely. And the third one would be Taiwan Semiconductors. Yeah, so Taiwan Semiconductors has been down of late, and it's coming off its recent highs, as high as almost 137. So again, solid company, should be a decent core holding if it's pretty much in your 401k one way or the other in some fund. Yeah, it's a great company. So it's down a lot. So that's one company. If we open Monday, futures is down heavy, and you see Taiwan's under 120, falls down to 117 or whatever, I'm buying that dip, and in my opinion, so should you. And if you're very weary of buying stock outright, buy the options. Go out, 60 days, 90 days, buy the option, and buy an in the money option, and ride the wave up on the rebound, and then you can sell. You can sell the option when because you made a profit. So at least you can define your risk there if you don't feel like holding, the actual shares of Taiwan. Because buying the actual shares is $121 a share. If you're buying 100, it's a lot easier to just buy the option. So those are the three stocks to definitely look forward to: Apple, Tesla, Taiwan Semiconductors. I expect a big rebound from them next week. They sold off hard, so I'm definitely looking to get into those names on the long side via options. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hopefully the weather's not too bad in your neck of the woods. And yeah, have fun, and we'll pick back up on Monday. Thanks.